Progress Days 13, Holmes County, Ohio, the heart of Amish land. And this is one of the biggest shows I've ever seen for Horse Progress Days. And I've been to a lot of them. Anyway, we want you to take a look at all this fancy machinery that these Amish fellows have put together. And it's pretty interesting, and it's pretty fascinating, and I think you'll enjoy it.
Wayne Raber from Baltic, Ohio. Henry's son Wayne down there at Sharp Turn Lumber. You got Daniel's team in here, do you? Okay. Okay, Daniel's team is going to be in the lead. Daniel Hirschberger from Hirschberger's Truck Patch down there, Jarm, Ohio, where you get all the goodies, the fry pies, and everything that's for your health. So anyway, Daniel's got a good business down there as far as produce, baked goods, and whatever you need down there. And Wayne has got the owns the back team there. I guess Daniel's team is 4 and 5, and Wayne's team is going to be Jim and Jake, 9 and 10-year-old. Wayne does do the farming there at Sharp Turn Lumber. He milks in the 50-60 head of jerseys, and on the side he does some locking for Henry if he finds some spare time. I'm not sure how much spare time Wayne's got, but anyway, he's pulling the cart that is also manufactured by David Forrest Manufacturing, David Miller from Reynoldsville, PA. So very heavy-duty cart. If you want to do some heavy locking, everyday locking, here's the cart you see. So if you want to drop the log for us, Wayne, and pick her back up, you wouldn't. That's okay. Same principle. Okay. Okay, thanks, Wayne. I guess if we'd have blacks in that car, we'd only have to have one team. Is that right, Wayne? Just kidding. Nice job, Wayne. Thank you. The first card here is again driven by Aiden Weaver from Danville, Ohio. It's got
These first spreaders are small. They're all about 25 bushel size. They're designed for a small farmer or with a single horse. They can be pulled by a halflinger or a pony. They can also be pulled by a garden tractor. They'll fit into a small barn fairly nicely, so they can be easily loaded right at the source. They're just a handy little spreader, but they're definitely not for a large-scale farmer. This first one's made by Peckway Machine from New Holland, Pennsylvania. The second one's from Conestoga Manufacturing. This handle here sets the rate of feed depending on how fast you want to spread and how much you want to put on your field. And this lever puts the thing in gear, supposedly. Anyway, the right-hand lever puts the beaters and the conveyor chain in gear. This one sets the speed of the conveyor chain, which sets the rate of feed. Okay, this knob view spreader. These two walking plows are both from Pioneer Manufacturing here in Dalton, Ohio. As you can see, one's a right hand, this one's a left hand. This one has a long Cavernaland bottom. This one has the shorter standard American bottom. This one has a jointer and a gauge wheel. See the vertical hitch, a horizontal hitch on this clevis here. This left-hand plow has the longer mold board, as I mentioned. It's got a coulter and a gauge wheel, and of course the same setup on that. This handle, this guard here is for when you flip it over at the end of a furrow and you're turning, why it rides on that rather than on the end of your mold board. Made by Pioneer Manufacturing in Dalton, Ohio. Wayne Wingard, who makes these, why they made both left and right hand, he said just because that's what people want. So there's no particular advantage to one or the other. It's just a matter of preference. Okay, here we got a couple of walking plows. This is an old timer, again from Farmer Brown's Plow Shop. It's a Leroy right-hand walking plow. It's all refurbished, and it's equipped with a jointer and a gauge wheel. Vertical hitch adjustments right here and the horizontal hitch adjustments right here. Farmer Brown will sell that to you for about $600, $595 actually. It's been modified for use with horses by Pioneer Equipment. They obviously added a platform, a seat, guardrail, and a tongue. It's pulled for demonstration purposes by 12 horses, and it can turn under a lot of ground with 12 horses up. They've used it a number of years at Horse Progress Days to demonstrate the 12-horse hitch. Pioneer Equipment from Dalton, Ohio makes this two-bottom gang plow. It's usually pulled by, well, 5 or 6 horses depending on the ground conditions. I've seen them pulled with 4 too. Of course, it's got a place for the operator to ride. It's got the long lever on the far side, raises and lowers the bottoms out of the ground. This lever and the shorter lever tilt the plow to level it up, set the depth. This lever steers the right front wheel, the furrow wheel. It's equipped with a tongue. It's also equipped with a little plow harrow, which is made by the Yo Home Farm Company, which is here in Holmes County. This helps level the ground as you're plowing, it levels the ground, and hopefully you don't need to do any further secondary tillage like disking or harrowing, depending on the soil conditions.
Yeah, it's got a white horse rope and pulley hitch on there, set up for the 4. And if you're new to this and you've never seen this particular evener setup, you notice that there is a nylon cord tied to the end of the lead horse, hooked into the end of his chain. It runs through a carrier that hangs off the collar of the wheel horse, goes all the way back to the evener through a pulley, and then hooks into the end of the trace chain on the wheel horse. So that what you have here are 2 tandems equalizing each other. Rather than having a team in the front equalizing against the team in the back, this is all a longitudinal evener setup. You're going to see this with a lot of different hitches all the way up to the 12 up when we get to that with the 4 bottom. But this is the rope and pulley hitch available from White Horse Equipment.
This is Pioneer Equipment's sulky plow, right